Microsoft product.
Yeah. And there's only a small picture of me. There's a huge picture of you.
Once you rebooted, did it make you do that or no?
Yeah, I rebooted. No. Yeah, I hope our guest doesn't have that problem.
Yeah.
Did you have to download Teams?
No, but I did buy Microsoft Office last week, which, I think it put Teams on my system, but I didn't know, I don't think Microsoft owns Skype, so I don't see how one would override the other.
Yeah, that's weird. There's always something. Yeah, and I sent the link to him by Gmail because he's not on Facebook, so I hope he gets it.
That's it. Hopefully Xandean makes it right at the top of the hour.
Yeah. I guess he's on the road from Joshua. Yeah. I always like messing with him. he gets so riled up on the UFOs.
Yeah, he's really passionate about that topic.
Oh, God. Oh.
I have to admit, Joshua Tree's a pretty place.
Oh, yeah. Boy, you've been out there because that's where the 29 Palms, the Marine base is.
Yeah, 29 Stumps.
Yeah.
That's what they call it. But I've always liked the desert. It's just people who haven't been there think of it as kind of a dead place, but I think it's anything but dead. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah. It gets hot.
It does. It really does. But what people don't realize is that there's like a 20-degree difference in the shade than in the direct sun, because there's zero, and I mean zero, humidity there. Whereas the difference between the shade and the direct sun here isn't really that much. It's just hot everywhere.
Yeah. How's your dogs doing?
They're doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah, driving me crazy as usual.
Yeah.
I ran into some baby goats on my birthday. I went to this little town called Pearson, Florida. A really, really small town, but it's technically the fern capital of the world. Like they grow all the ferns for all the nurseries everywhere. Like if you've ever bought a fern, chances are it was grown in Pearson, Florida. And it's a really, really small, quiet little farm town. One of those towns where you can't buy beer on Sunday type thing. And but you can go 1 mile up the road and buy beer in Barberville, the next town. So they have this little pioneer village there, and we went into it, and it's like like a living museum. The whole town's like 100 years old, almost like that Fried Green Tomatoes movie town type thing. And we walked all around it, and as we're coming around, they have some farm animals in this one section of it, and these two little baby goats, could have been more than like 3 weeks old, just come like running up to us. And they were outside of the pen, but staying close to their mother that was on the inside of the pen. And just as friendly as any puppy I've ever seen in my life, came right up to me, started let me pet him. We're getting all in my face. Just really affectionate, really cute.
Aww.
Yeah, adorable. I was I was very tempted to just pick him up and run.
I just recently saw some goats too. they transport goats to the wetlands and let them mow the grass. Yeah, so you see goats and sheep over there, and they had these guard dogs, and so my dogs were barking at the sheep, and these guard dogs from way far away, they ran right up to where my dogs were, barked at them, chased them away, and as soon as my dogs were gone, they calmed down. I mean, they were just on it.
How big were those guard dogs?
They were the size of a German Shepherd. They were pure white.
Yeah, those are Great Pyrenees. Those are livestock guardian dogs. Normally Great Pyrenees mixes or Great Pyrenees dogs. Those are no joke. I always thought those dogs were like just big, fluffy Saint Bernard like dogs. But there's a news article. It's still on YouTube out there, where a guy in like Virginia had one guarding his I think sheep or goats or something, and one male Great Pyrenees killed 11 coyotes in one night.
Whoa!
By himself, and you know, there were just coyote parts everywhere, and the dog was gone, and he thought the dog was dead somewhere because he went after the whole pack, and the dog about a day and a half later limped back to the property, and he was messed up. He suffered a lot of damage from what he did, but they brought him to the vet, and the vet saved him, and a total of 11 coyotes this single Great Pyrenees took out by himself.
Whoa!
Yeah, they are no joke. And I've got some pretty fierce-looking dogs, and I've had pit bulls my whole life and everything else. But after hearing that, I have a whole new respect for a livestock guardian dog. They're wolf killers. They're I don't know if they take a wolf. They certainly couldn't take a pack of wolves because wolves are a lot bigger than coyotes. But just the fact that one by himself took on a whole pack of coyotes and took out 11, that's
oh my God,
that's pretty insane.
That's crazy. Yeah. I used to have a chow, a big black chow, and this pit bull. When I was walking the chow, this pit bull came towards us, ready to attack the chow and ready to attack me, and it went for my chow and took a bite and was choking on the hair. And as soon as he did that, T-Rex, the chow, bit him on the back of the neck and brought him down. Yeah, that was crazy.
They don't realize how much the fur. They have a Tibetan Mastiff, and my grandfather had one of them, and you see them on the internet, the pictures of them, and they look like a lion's mane. You've never seen anything like it, and they let them grow, and they grow so thick they actually start to form like a natural dreadlock. This fur is like 8 inches thick, deep, so there's nothing gonna bite through 8 inches of fur.
No.
And then, but they're livestock guardian dogs, so they're out there with wolves, and no joke, that fur comes in handy, protects their necks.
Oh yeah. Hey, let me check on this guy because he should have been on already.
Yeah, Xandean's about 2 minutes past the hour too.
Yeah, and Xandean's probably having problems with it. Okay.
He might be on the road.
Yeah. Let's see. Huh. There's no email from him.
There's Xandean.
Okay. Here's he just emailed me. Okay, yeah. Hey, I'm having trouble signing in. Is it Skype or Teams?
Is he on a computer or on a phone?
Okay.
He has to go ahead and he has to go to a Skype screen and say get. It'll load them all in. It'll send him a code, and then he's hooked up. He's Xandean, so he's got to do like 3 steps.
Xandean, say that again.
He's got to go to his go to his old chat, to his old Skype, pull that up. It's gonna say, "Do you want to get Teams?" It's gonna have a blue label that says "Get Teams." Get it, install it. Then it'll send him a code to his email or his phone, and that'll sign him in, and then he can join the call.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Xandean. I didn't realize it. I must have done that when I installed Microsoft Office a week ago. But mine still says Skype on my end.
Huh. Let's see.
Video settings.
Xandean, how far are you from Sacramento?
I mean, I got a ways to go. I got like 6 hours.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Huh.
Goddamn Microsoft.
There's no message from him yet.
Paul just had to reboot his system and he got in without having to do that.
Okay, he says, I'm on the laptop. I have Teams and Skype. Let me try again.
Yeah, or see, maybe if he reboots like you did.
Yeah. I'll tell him if that doesn't work, then reboot.
No, we got somebody.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, cool. Let me get out of here.
Review. There we go.
We lost. Did we lose Xandean?
We lost video. We lost video of him, but he's still technically connected.
Oh, here it goes. I'll be back.
But I don't see my video either. Let me.
Huh.
Well, this is bizarre.
Yeah, you're like a very tiny. You're a tiny picture.
Yeah.
This is weird. Huh. Let me see if he says anything on Gmail. Let me see.
Speak video. No. Renew.
Okay.
That's view mode. Choose a scene for together mode.
Okay, he just emailed me. He says, "Do you have a meeting ID and password? I am going through the authorization part, but it's failing for some odd reason." No, I don't think we.
Okay, so the password they're gonna if he downloads Teams, they'll ask him his email. So he must not already have a Microsoft account. If he did, they'd send him a code right away to his phone or the email. He can just stick it in. But because mine was like 198, another 3-digit number. Ask him, does he have a Microsoft account? Did he download Teams already?
Yeah, he already downloaded Teams.
And
You want
we're
me
gonna ask
to
him to sign in.
end this call and try creating a new meeting?
Yeah, let's do that.
Sure.
We
Alright.
going to boot out and try it again with a new link into Skype. Okay, I said, Tony, we are going to boot out and try it again with a new link into Skype.